Namaste everyone, ChristianRLong, Life Enhancement Consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Tuesday. Can't believe it's already Tuesday. I feel like the weekend ended like 5 minutes ago and we're already here on Tuesday evening here in Denver, Colorado. If this is your very first time logging in, welcome and congratulations, because hopefully you're going to learn something amazing today that will transform your life. So we do these live streams each and every day, typically 15 to 30 minutes, and we cover topics around energy healing, meditation, and practical spirituality that you can apply into your life while we're on this very stream to transform you in whatever area you're looking to improve upon. And none of these teachings and techniques and technologies are from me. They're directly from my teacher, Grandmaster Choa Koksui, the modern founder of Pranic Healing and Hatha Yoga, who is on the wall right behind me. So, one of the, I think this would be a good story for you guys, because as little kids, we always learn by stories, right? We sit around, in a circle at school, and we have a big adult sitting in a bigger chair and holding a big book and reading, and then that's how we learn our life lessons and virtues and things to stay away from and all that stuff. So I thought you guys would appreciate this. So let's see, I originally heard about pranic healing officially in October of 2003. At the time, I was dating a girl from Vancouver, British Columbia, and she was a transcendental meditation practitioner, and her and I met on an advanced TM course called the TM Cities program. And in that program, it's basically 2 weeks of intensive meditation. You're meditating approximately 5 to 6 hours a day for 2 weeks straight. So it's a lot of intensity. If any of you have done a Vipassana practice before, that's basically a 10-day retreat where you sit in silence and in stillness and you just be aware of your breath and other factors, but it's about awareness. And a lot of people get driven crazy after the first couple days because they're not used to being with themselves, right? So we did this for 2 weeks, and true, we were watching videos on spirituality. We were using specific mantras in our meditation practices. We were doing physical hatha yoga. We were eating a vegetarian diet. So it's not like we were sitting in silence for 2 weeks, but in essence, it was very, very intense. Soul and life transformative at that time in my life. So this particular girl, she introduced me to pranic healing and hatha yoga around that same time, and she invited me to come out and visit her in Vancouver, British Columbia, and this would have been around October of 2003. And I remember she kept doing this thing with her hands, and I was like, what is she doing with her hands? We would go for a walk, and there would be bushes on the right side of us, and she would have her hands over the bushes as she was walking, and I was like, huh. And then every time I asked her a question about something, she would be doing this, and I was like, what is she doing? And then whenever she was interacting with animals, she would be doing this with the animals. And I eventually asked her, what are you doing with your hands? And she says, I'm scanning. And I said, scanning? What does that even mean? What's scanning? And she says, it's a skill that I learned in pranic healing, which you would actually learn in level 1 basic pranic healing class. She says, it's something we use to feel energy. And she says, everything is energy, right? The seen and unseen, the known and unknown, everything has molecules connected to it, and those molecules are vibrating, or the atoms are vibrating. And if you train yourself to scan, you can actually feel the energy behind everything. I was like, really? So I said, so what are you scanning when we go for these walks in the woods? And she says, well, I'm scanning the different bushes and the different trees and the different grass to make the difference and to distinguish one grass over another kind of grass, one bush over another kind of bush, one tree over another kind of tree, because they all have their own individual energetic blueprint that you can tap into. Sometimes the bushes feel really sharp. Sometimes the bushes feel cool and soft. Other times the bushes are just radiating a lot of energy. So the more I practice, the better I can get at scanning and quote unquote energetically diagnosing conditions that people have in the energy body. So how does this relate to us humans? Well, we have a physical body, right? And we also have an energy body. And the energy body comes in layers. Primarily it's the aura, right? The chakras or energy centers, and then the meridians. So these make up the components, simply put, of the energy body: the aura, the chakras, and the meridians. Now, when we're doing healing within the world of pranic healing, what we're doing is scanning or feeling the energy of the aura, the meridians, and the chakras, and we're looking for certain kinds of things. We're looking for congestion, we're looking for depletion, we're looking for overactivation, underactivation. We're looking for certain kinds of thoughts, certain kinds of feelings that we can help energetically diagnose. Now, if you're not an MD or you're not a PhD who is licensed, we don't diagnose in pranic healing. We don't scan or feel somebody's energy and say, oh, it looks like you have cancer, or it looks like you have high blood pressure, or it looks like you have anger issues. We simply scan, and based on what we feel, we give it the proper terminology or energetic jargon. We say, oh, it feels like your liver is energetically congested or energetically heavy, or it feels like the emotion of anger, right? So we're basing it on our terminology. We don't diagnose unless the pranic healer also happens to be an MD or a licensed healthcare practitioner. So I realized early on in pranic healing an excellent skill to develop, and maybe the primary skill to develop, is scanning. Now, scanning is a clairsentient ability. So sentient means feeling, clair means clear. So clear feeling. There are other clair abilities. So you have clairaudience, which is hearing the inner world or clearly hearing. You have clairvoyance, which is clear seeing or seeing the inner world or seeing the energy world. The most reliable and easily duplicatable clair skill that one can develop is clairsentience, the ability to feel. So what are we actually using to feel energy? We're using our palm chakra and we're using our fingertip chakras. So the palm chakra is a minor chakra. The fingertip chakras are mini chakras. And each one of them have different purposes that through lots and lots and lots of training, you can become very proficient at scanning somebody's aura, chakras, or meridians and knowing a lot about them of like, wow, there's blockages here, there's imbalances here, there's congestion here, there's smooth flowing energy here, right? But just like any skill can be developed, and everybody enters that skill set at a different level in capability. So for instance, if you have a group of third graders that are in math class, are all of them going to be exactly the same proficient level in math as each other? No. You're going to have some kids that have a super, super hard time with subtraction and addition, and then you're going to have kids in the same class that multiplications and divisions come very easily to them. So there's different aptitude that each person has. Weird. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Different aptitude that people have. Same thing with scanning. People enter pranic healing from other modalities, other energy healing modalities, maybe massage, maybe chiropractic, maybe acupuncture. Then there's other people who come with no background whatsoever in scanning or spirituality or in energy healing, and some people pick it up like that and are very accurate with their scanning. Some people take years to become moderately proficient at scanning, and some people never get it. And you go, well, wait a minute, how can some person never get it? Well, as Grandmaster Choa Kok Sui explains in the Origins of Modern Pranic Healing in our Hatha Yoga book, some people's professions overtrain other chakras and undertrain other chakras. So, in the case of scanning, do you think the ability to feel subtle energies requires you to have sensitivity? Yes or no? Yes, right? Sensitivity is super, super important. Where do we generate our sensitivity from? Primarily the heart chakra. The heart chakra allows us to tap into subtle energies. But if you work on Wall Street and you're working with numbers and money all day long, do you want to be sensitive or do you want to be driven and focused? Right? You want to be driven and focused, because if you're so sensitive to all the stress energies that are around you, trading on Wall Street, it's going to be overwhelming and you're not going to be attracted to that kind of profession, right? That's why a lot of nurses, doctors, healthcare practitioners tend to be more sensitive people, because their hearts are very big, are very activated. They want to help and heal the world one person at a time. So they tend to be very sensitive scanners and can pick up on it very easily. But what about people who are in finance? What about people who are in the legal system? What about people who are in tech, right? Those people require different chakras to be good at their jobs than just the heart chakra. Primarily the throat chakra and the ajna chakra. Ajna, big picture, constancy, primarily aim, the big picture. And then the throat chakra are the details to the big picture. So someone that's at their computer all day, they're using their focus and their details to get the work done, to get the nitty-gritty detail done, whether it's in IT, the legal system, or the financial markets. They don't need to be sensitive to become good or excellent at their jobs. Does that make sense? But if you're a doctor or a healthcare practitioner who has no sensitivity, hey Deepa, Atma Namaste, how effective are you going to be? The term is called bedside manner for doctors. If a doctor doesn't have a good bedside manner, meaning empathy and sympathy, compassion and relatability to their patient, they're not going to be a very good doctor, even if they're excellent at diagnosing what the person's issue is. They're not going to have people that are repeat and coming back to them because they feel that the doctor doesn't really care about them, that the patient is just a number that they have to go through for that day. So back to scanning. So as you practice meditation and as you clean your aura, as you clean your meridians, as you clean your chakras, as you expand the heart, and as you practice, your ability to scan and feel subtle energies will greatly increase over a period of time. It's not overnight, it's over a period of time. But this tool of scanning is one of the most valuable tools that we use in pranic healing to practice discernment. What does discernment mean? Discernment means to judge something correctly. So if you have a situation in your life of taking option A, option B, or option C, and you're not very clear on which option to take that is the best for your personal and spiritual growth and development, you know what you can do? Scan it. Because what we talked about earlier, everything has energy to it. Even situations and circumstances still have energy to them. So you could scan the prosperity energy of a situation. You could scan the harmonizing energy of a situation. You could scan the anger energy of a situation. You could scan many different factors to determine whether option A, option B, or option C is the right option for you to move your life forward. So that's why it's a lifetime practice, and it's a skill that constantly can be developed over a period of your life. It's not something that you take a weekend class, you learn how to scan, and then you're done and you're an expert. It doesn't really happen that way. And again, there's 3 abilities that we can develop: clairsentience, feeling; clairvoyance, seeing; and clairaudience, hearing these energies. So, do you guys want to experiment firsthand what it's like to feel energy? So we're going to do that right now. So make sure you have the phone set off to the side or the laptop set off to the side so you can do this properly. And we'll do a quick invocation or prayer to make sure we're all on board with each other and we have the proper guidance and protection. you can follow along after me. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, invoke for whoever you're connected to my respected and beloved teacher, Grandmaster Chola Koksui, Lord Mahaguru Jimeling, to all the great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, to the angels of accurate perception and correct expression, to the angels of right scanning, to our divine selves, to our higher souls, we humbly invoke for your divine light, divine love, divine power, for your help, guidance, and protection during this exercise. We thank you, Lord God. We thank you all. In full faith, so be it. Okay? So, what I want you to do is shake your hands out with me. So, while we're shaking our hands, have your tongue on the roof of your palate. So just shake your hands out. Don't forget to smile. Okay? And now close your hands, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. And then lastly, push on the ceiling and push towards the floor with your hands wide open. And again, reverse, push towards the ceiling, push towards the floor. Again, push towards the ceiling, push towards the floor. Really open up your hands. And then last time, push towards the ceiling, push towards the floor. Same time. Okay? So now, have your hands about 6 inches apart from one another. Again, tongue on the roof of the palate, 6 inches apart from one another. And then what I want you to do is put your awareness on the center of your hands. Put your awareness on the center of your hands, and we're going to do a breathing technique. Okay? So again, tongue on the roof of the palate, awareness on the center of the hands. And I want you to inhale, hold, exhale, and hold. And I'll count for you. Okay? Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. 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 Now, I want you to gently open up your arms and then gently bring your arms together or your hands together. So open up your hands, close your hands. What do you notice? What do you notice? Again, open the hands, close the hands. Open the hands, close the hands. Do you notice a tingling sensation? Do you notice warmth? Do you notice magnetism or some kind of vibration pulling your hands closer or further with the resistance? Do you notice something? Whatever you notice, that's okay. If you're not feeling anything right now, that's okay too. You're practicing. Okay? Now, what I want you to do, have your hands 6 inches apart, and I want you to put the left hand on top of the right hand, like this, and then take your left hand off, and then have your hands next to one another. And what do you notice? Again, tongue on the roof of the palate. Be aware of your heart and be aware of your hands, and just move them up and down and see if you notice something. Do you notice some difference? Okay. Take your left hand, put it on top of the right, and then switch it over. And then bring your hands next to each other again. What do you notice? Do you notice a difference? Okay. Now, I want you to take your right hand, put it on top of the left. Have your hands side by side, and then take this ball of energy and place it on your right knee and leave it there. Now, while being aware of your heart, tongue in the roof of the palate, be aware of the center of the hand, and gently go from high up and put your awareness on the ball of energy. So mentally, or your intention is to feel the ball of energy. And go slowly down, keep going, and stop when you feel something. Some kind of resistance, some kind of heat, some kind of vibration. And then when you stop, see if you can feel a shape. Like, where are the outer edges of this energetic ball that you just created and placed on your knee? Can you feel a difference? And it's okay to go in a little bit, come out a little bit. And as soon as you think you felt it, that's pretty much the point of where it ends. So you don't have to overguess or second guess yourself. You're like, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Okay? So now pick up this ball of energy, and not at anyone. I want you to throw it out your window. Just like that. Okay? And then you just disconnect. So you imagine your hand is like a knife. You just disconnect. So that right there is a confirmation of energy that you just created a ball of energy or a ball of prana through your breathing in between your hands that you can now feel. And the exercises we did before were to sensitize your palm chakra and fingertip chakras so you can feel the energy better. This is a lifetime skill that requires lots and lots of time to develop, okay? But with it, you can discern things, you can scan things, you can validate things. So when someone says something to you, you can go, well, is that accurate? And you can scan it. This isn't a conversation on all the different ways of using scanning. My goal is simply to plant the seed into your consciousness of there's a skill that you can develop, feeling energy that can help improve the quality of your life and help you make better decisions with your life. Also, this is all taught in level 1 pranic healing. And level 1 pranic healing in almost every major city around the world is taught pretty much every 2 to 3 months, right? So you, in the West Coast and Midwest, you can go to pranic healing. Yvonne, I'm a namaste. You can go to pranichealing.com, and have that experience directly of taking a class. But I remember 15, it'll be 15 years next month that I witnessed scanning for the very first time. And I thought it was one of the most fascinating things that I'd ever seen and ever experienced. And then I was lucky enough and privileged enough to work with people who are very good scanners because they practiced all the time. And I don't see, at this current stage in 2018, I haven't seen that many diligent scanners over the past several years. So maybe this is an inspiration to current pranic healers to practice the skill set that they learned, and then to inspire new people to take the pranic healing classes and learn how to scan for themselves. And by the way, because pranic healing is an energy healing modality, the question we hear a lot is, do I need to feel in order to heal? And the answer is no. You do not need to feel somebody's aura, meridians, chakras, or anything else in order for you to do a pranic healing protocol to help heal these people. Thanks, Yvonne, for all the hearts, sending out the love. But that's it, guys. I hope that inspired you. I hope you learned something today with that exercise. If you have any questions, feel free to direct message me. If you are in need of healing and want to transform your life, definitely go to ChristianRLong.com/services, and I can show you a pranic healing protocol that can help you with your physical health, help you with your emotional and relationship health, your financial and career goals, really anything that you're looking to improve the quality of your life on. And that's it. So again, go to ChristianRLong.com/services, and let us close because we asked for help from the great ones, right? So let's give thanks for their presence and help. to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother. And you can give thanks to whoever you're connected to my respected and beloved teacher, Grandmaster Cho Koksui, Lord Mahaguru Jame, to all the great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, to the angels of accurate perception and correct expression, to the angels of discernment, to the angels of scanning, to our divine selves, our higher souls. We humbly give thanks for your divine light, divine love, divine power, for your help, guidance, and protection, inner healing, and physical healing. We thank you, Lord God. We thank you all. In full faith, so be it, and so it is. Thank you. Tatiana, Atmanamaste. You guys are late to the party. Well, let me know what value you got out of today's live stream. Put it in the comments section below, and I look forward to connecting with you guys very, very soon. This is ChristianRLong, Life Enhancement Consultant, wishing you a beautiful Tuesday night, a beautiful week, and a beautiful life. Atma Namaste. Bye-bye.